Welcome to Politics on the Wheel with Jay, and this is a Link TV. So now there is a possibility of having a World War III in 2023 or 2024 in African soil. One ministerial nominee, El-Rufai, the former governor of Kaduna State, has not been confirmed as a minister of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, as Festus Keyamo has been confirmed as a minister. And also, senators are joining till sometime in September. Now, these issues, before I go to the issue of the possible war, Third World War III happening in African soil, let me quickly let you know what transpired at the Senate a day before yesterday as I adjourned until September.
Senator Mai takes his oath of office, we shall rearrange the office of the leadership. In order to enable all of us to enjoy our holidays, a token has been sent to our various accounts by the clerk of the National Assembly.
Godson Akpabio is, one of the most funny Senate President Nigeria will ever produce. And like I always said, that in this administration, we have witnessed a lot of kind of people that are not supposed to be in power, just like you have the president who have been declared by the Independent National Electoral Commission that is filled with a lot of corruption allegations, questions to answer, and the way at which he emerged as the president of Nigeria is still something that the court is still thinking or planning on how to deliver that judgment after listening to the both parties, the petitioner and the respondent. And not to dive so much, for the president of the Senate said that for them to enjoy their holidays, some money has been sent into their account. Now, let's take to consideration of the situation of things in Nigeria as we stand right now. People are suffering. Remember, he talks about let the poor breathe when they moved the motion at the National Assembly, and it was a laughing matter. It came under a serious backlash. But then, here is it again to show you that they don't really care. Now, look at Festus Keyamo that was confirmed as a minister of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, despite the allegation of 52 billion naira that was, allocated under his watch when he was a minister of labor in the past administration. And Senator that moved that motion at the plenary the other day, he made mention that he need to clear himself and let people understand and know how that money was spent. But some permutation, some movement happened between the legislators and the executive, and here is he coming to tender an apology and confirm as a minister of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Do not forget that he worked under the Niger Delta ministry under Godson Akpabio when he was a minister of Niger Delta, and you could remember the back and front that happened between Akpabio and the National Assembly under the 10th Assembly in the last administration. So not to talk too much about this, let me take you straight away to the possible third World War III happening on African soil. We all know already that the coup in Niger is getting momentum. Now, the US sent a delegation to discuss with the military junta in Niger, and they refused to give their listening ear to the delegation from the United States. And in response, they asked the US to spend their money somewhere. They don't need their money and all of that. Africa has been under serious exploitation since after colonial era came to an end, some over 30, 50, 70 years ago, depending on when each one got her independent, in quote. Now, we have been seeing a lot of aid from this Western country coming to Africa, but what has those aid been able to, to improve the life of Nigerians, Africans, Nigerians, South Africans, and the rest? What we keep seeing is peanuts coming back to Africa. For example, you will see a situation where in Niger, they are exporting so much from Niger, to power the electricity in Europe and France to be precise, but those people have no electricity. Can you imagine? So this is the reason. Like for example, me, I am not I'm not in support of any coup d'etat. But then, what is the way out? Leaving, asking the West to set, leave West Africa and Africa as a whole and allow them to develop and make policies for themselves. If going through democratic means, dialogue is not going to help the mother, and there is a military coup, and that will bring sustainable development, and it's being welcomed by the citizens of the country, that is also a democracy in another different form. Because I don't understand saying that you want to restore democracy in Niger, but the people of Niger are cool with the military. So what are you actually trying to restore to Niger? It is totally slavery, not democracy. Because you said democracy is government of the people, for the people, by the people, and the people have spoken. They say they love the military. They say you leave their country, but you say no, we want you to practice democracy. Is that democracy or autocracy? Is that democracy or authoritarianism? Is that democracy, or what form of government are you trying to install in Niger? And to see that Americans have over hundreds of military soldiers as a military base in Niger, in Africa, also to France, also to Germany, to EU, to NATO. Why are they having all these military bases in Africa? Does Africa have any military base in Europe, in any Asian country, in America? Do they? No. So why having those military bases? Because they see us as zombies, So it's high time for this never to happen. The AU, the ECOWAS need to act fast to make sure that there is no such thing. The war that is supposed to happen in Europe, they want to come and fight for resources in Africa. The West are about to struggle for who gets what, when, and how in Africa, and destroying the properties, and at the end of the day they give aids. So I believe that the African leaders need to come together, and Africans need to speak up, to make sure that no war happen in Niger, no war happen in African soil. Whoever wants war should go and do that in their continent or their country, as the case may be. So this is my humble opinion, and until next time, for those who are just watching our video for the first time and staying this far, please do well to hit the subscription button, share this video, let it go viral, let it reach out to everyone in Africa. No war on African soil, no war in Niger, no war in Mali, no war in Burkina Faso. Let peace reign. However, if the people said that they are cool with the military, then that is another form of democracy under khaki. So we should accept that and move on. Thank you. Until next time, I remain J.